Hello, welcome to Ed Reading 615, summer semester of 2012. My name is Jackie Sidner and I will be your instructor this semester. I am an assistant professor of elementary education at Ball State, and I teach literacy methods courses to undergrads and graduate students, and I also supervise student teachers at a professional development school, Cowan Elementary. Before this, in my former life, I was an elementary school teacher myself for 8 years in an inner city school in Indianapolis. I primarily taught first grade and also did some reading intervention work. What we're going to do in this video is I'm going to walk you through our Blackboard site and just give you a quick overview, hopefully quick overview of the course. When you log into our Blackboard site, this is what you will see. I will post announcements of things that you need to know here in this area. These will also be sent to your email as well. The place you'll want to visit most frequently is the weekly modules, and in here you will see everything you need to complete for that particular week. Here you can see the first thing you'll need to do is take a look at the syllabus and course calendar. Those are available here. They are also available in this by clicking this little button on the left. So if you click syllabus, you will see our course syllabus. Here is some information, some contact information from me. Feel free to call or email if you need anything. The text we will be using is Leslie Morrow's Literacy Development in the Early Years. This is the 7th edition. Just a note, this is not the most recent edition of the text, so be conscious of that when you are ordering. The 8th edition isn't much different, so if you have that, it's no problem, but just be aware of some possible page number inconsistencies. As part of your first part of your module, please take time to read the course description and course objectives, and let me know if you have questions. Just a few notes about participation and timeliness. It's really important that you are able to stay on track so you don't fall behind in this course. There are things that are due each week that you will need to make sure you stay on top of those due dates. So it's going to be essential that you develop a routine. All assignments are expected to be submitted by the specific day and time. If they are late, there will be a point reduction for that. As far as communication, I am happy to answer any questions you have during the course. Since I don't get to meet you face to face, email is the best way to do that for quick questions. Make sure you include Ed Reading 615 in the subject line there. And also, I will respond to all of those emails within 48 hours. But if you are interested in meeting virtually to discuss anything, your projects or comments or questions or concerns you might have, we can do that virtually via Skype or FaceTime or over the phone. So to set that up, just send me an email with some days and times that work for you, and we can get that arranged. All right, the meat of the course. There are several assignments for this course. The most consistent one, the one that happens most frequently, is the discussion/activities that happen weekly except for the final week of the course. You are going to engage in an online discussion based on that week's topics and readings. You're going to make an initial post by Wednesday and respond to at least 2 of your colleagues by Friday. This is the case except for during this week here. Because of 4th of July, it will be a Tuesday-Thursday schedule rather than a Monday-Wednesday. In your post, you're going to provide critiques and reflections and ask questions based on what you've read. Additionally, some weeks, like the first week, you're going to be asked to do something a little specific as well. And then after you have posted that original post, then you will engage in a meaningful discussion with your colleagues about that topic by responding to at least 2 of them. There will be some criteria for the posts and responses, and I'll show you that momentarily. You are also going to be creating a video introduction. This is just a quick who you are, where you're from. There are some criteria there that you are going to address, and more details about that will be given in the very next module. I'll also provide there an example of what this video might look like and some technical support in how to create that. You are going to be doing an inquiry project over the course of this semester. The The project itself is going to, I'm going to skip ahead just to help this make sense a little bit more. The inquiry project is going to be something you work on that is ongoing. You are going to select an engagement and topic that's meaningful to you and your teaching context, and that's going to extend your own professional interests and explorations. This might be a research paper, a unit plan, a strategic plan. The focus of the project needs to be on early literacy, which is defined as birth to age 8, and it will be approved by the instructor during the proposal phase. More details about these will be provided in week 3's module, but just jumping back a little bit here, the proposal itself is going to be about 1 to 2 pages, and you're going to lay out what your goals are, the resources you plan to utilize, and a work plan, how you're going to get it done each week so that I can check in on progress. So it's not something, it should happen over those 7 weeks. All right, the next assignment type you're going to complete are self-reflections. You're going to do these twice during the semester, and you're just going to write a reflection about your learning so far in the course and how it relates to your specific teaching context. They're going to be about 1 to 2 pages, and you'll have more details when those come up. You're also going to be doing some article reviews. You're going to complete 2 reviews for articles that are outside of the course readings and extend your understanding of course topics. I will provide some more details about where you might find these and what kinds of articles are appropriate when we get to that in a later module. But you're going to write about a summary, a critique, and personal application of those articles you read. And then I've already talked about the inquiry project. So here is a summary of how you'll be evaluated this semester, a point breakdown, grading policy. If you need any course adaptations or accommodations because of a disability, please let me know about that as soon as possible so that this can be the best experience for you. And then just a note about academic dishonesty. You need to make sure that everything you are submitting for this course is your own work, and it is also original for this course, not recycled from a previous course you have already taken. So let's go back now to the weekly module, and I'll show you this week's module and what that looks like. So you'll just click in the folder each week and then click on the module. And this over here will provide you with a table of contents of what you're going to be doing during the week. So the first thing is to read the syllabus and calendar. So on your own, you'll just want to go back and review that a little bit more and then click to the next item. Here is your reading for the week. It is chapter 1 of the text. So if you have the textbook, right on, read that. If you do not have the textbook yet, I have attached 3 PDFs. They are each a segment of the chapter. So you will need to read each one in sequence to get the entire chapter read. Note that this is from a newer edition. This is from the 8th edition of the text. The information in chapter 1 is all the same. The page numbers and the layout is just a little different. So make sure that, just to note that when you look at it with your own text. So you will carefully read that chapter. And then after you have done that, you will click ahead here maybe and take a look at this video. This is a video. It will, if you don't have pop-up blocker on like I do, it will automatically pop up for you. If you do, you can click here and just view this short 5-minute video about early literacy from Leslie Morrow, the author of our course text. And then once you've done all of that, you will go to the foundations discussion. So this is where you will actually post your discussion thread. For this particular discussion board, you're going to be doing 2 things. First, you're going to be providing critiques and reflections and asking questions based on what you've read, just your overall sense of it. And then you're also going to create some sort of visual representation of your understanding of the early literacy theories and theorists that were presented in the chapter. Some ideas for this might be to create a PowerPoint, a video, iMovie, Easly, Glyphy, Pictochart, Prezi, a Word document, just using some of the visualization tools, the drawing tools, or the charting or graphing tools, or a simple hand-drawn visual that you upload and that you scan and upload. Be creative and try to do something new that helps you to step out of your comfort zone. So with that said, to open the discussion forum, you will just click here, and the first thing that I want you to do, and the directions are there in red, is take a look at the grading information. So click right there on grading information, and you will see this little grid-like icon here. That is the rubric. If you click view rubric, you will see how your posts will be assessed. So the first row here is quality of your original post. The post is thoughtful and well written. It demonstrates a thorough reading of and reflection on the content of the week. It demonstrates that you have read it. There is not a question that you have thoroughly read it. The questions that you are posed, or you address the questions that are posed. So for example, for this week, you need to have that visual representation. You need to make sure that you are talking about the other content from the reading. It needs to go beyond surface level to dig deeper and make sure that it's free from grammar and spelling errors that are going to interfere with meaning. And then the responses, you should have 2 responses. They need to be timely and thoughtful, thorough, and seek to engage in a critical discussion. Definitely getting beyond simple acknowledgments of agreement or disagreement. All right, so that is the rubric. You go back then, you will, to post, you'll just create a thread. The directions will be here again for you. So you will just type your name here, and then you will type your post here. And feel free to make this look whatever way you'd like. There are ways to manipulate the text and the fonts and the colors and whatnot. You'll type the content of your post, the first part, number 1 here. And then for the visual representation, there are a couple of options. The preferred way, what I would prefer for you to do, is to embed it into your post. But if that is too troublesome, you can just click right here to attach something to your post. If you create an image, you can just click right here and insert your image from your computer, or from mashups. If it's a YouTube video, you should be able to do that here. You can you can include a link to a video that way. If you want to record from your webcam, you can just click right there and perhaps show us your image or talk us through your image or do an interpretive dance or whatever your visual representation might be. And then you'll click submit, and that will post your thread. To respond, then you will just go through and make sure that you have clicked on everybody's thread that they've posted. Here's mine, it's empty. And just click reply to the ones you'd like to reply to. And again, just type right into the text box for your reply. Back to the weekly module here. That gets us through the entire first week's module. Just as far as timing, week 2 module will be available. I know some people during the summer go out of town and whatnot, and I want you to be able to stay on track. So week 2's module will be available beginning on Wednesday the 13th, and that'll be the case throughout the semester. Week 3's module will be available beginning the 20th. Nothing is due until the following week, but feel free to post or submit anything early. I thank you for your attention to this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I really look forward to working with you all this semester. Bye.